Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. It's great to see you. This is Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara in Seattle, Washington, and today is a Toxically Masculine Tuesday. So welcome to Toxically Masculine Tuesday. Love you guys. Great to have you all here. Okay, so far we've got about 86 people, 99 people on Mike Bara 2, nobody on anything else. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Just wanting to say hi to everybody. Welcome to Toxically Masculine Tuesday morning. Now, you know, we could be coming up on something interesting. There's rumors floating around. Hey, Marjo. Hey, Oski. There's rumors floating around that Joe Biden wants to lock the country back down again over this Caviar Dreams is here. Love you guys. Over this ridiculous Omicron variant of the so-called virus, which you can't tell if you have. You can only tell if you have it by being tested. And there were videos. I think it was Penguin 6 did a video yesterday of this blocks long line in Washington, D.C. to get tested. And it's pretty obvious what's going on. They must be offering some sort of incentive, paying people money or something to get tested. That way, when they get tested, the case numbers go up and they can claim, oh, there's some outbreaks, so we have to have a lockdown. Now, it's pretty interesting because yesterday, Simon Parks did his Christmas update and he talked about the lockdowns and what would be happening there. We're going to look at that in a minute. Oh, also completely forgot. Today is the solstice. It is the shortest day of the year, December 21st, 2021. Every day after this will bring more light until June. So every day will bring more light until June. Really, this would probably be when we actually have New Year's, but hey, we delayed it by 10 days. What does my shirt say today? It is my Seattle Dragons t-shirt. Hi, Kimberly Reck. How are you? Hi, Ernest Rutland, Marcus Toledo. Great to see everybody in here. Dreamer Ultra, Mary Ferranti. How you doing? Maddie, BT Texas. Yeah, it's a palindrome, but it's also a date. It's, in essence, this is the darkest day of the year. The Seahawks game in LA is going to start at 4. It will be dark by the time that game is done at 6:30 or 7 in the afternoon. So, or the evening. So, you know, I think this is the perfect day for them to launch a new lockdown policy. There are a few going on in Portugal and things like that, but it's ridiculous. And the resistance worldwide is pushing back against this nonsense. So what I want to do is kind of set in and take a look at what Simon said about this shutdown, and then we'll discuss that here in a minute. Okay, let's go. Simon says. What does Simon say?
Well, I want to just quickly go in with some of the updates. You will be aware that some of us have been predicting a lockdown for the United Kingdom. Some people said a worldwide lockdown, and that's possible, but certainly for the United Kingdom, which we felt would happen over Christmas. And that's a good guy lockdown. Now, I know that many people would say, how can any lockdown be a good guy lockdown? Aren't the good guys about ensuring that we have freedom? But I would just remind everybody that Britain is perhaps the heart of a lot of bad things, and that the so-called 10 days of darkness are required to get to grips with a lot of things in Britain that up to now haven't been dealt with. So the best way to look at this would be if we get locked down on the 21st or the 22nd of December, then the bad guys are in control. If we get locked down from the 27th onwards, the good guys are in control, because the good guys intend at least to give us a Christmas Day and a Boxing Day, whereas the bad guys don't give a damn. And the reason for it is the bad guys are trying to preempt the good guys' lockdown. So yes, they're using this Omicron variant, this new variant that, you know, suddenly appeared from nowhere. And I suppose that a good guy can take whatever's given. You know, if the traffic light is red and it holds everything up, then, you know, good guy will say, yeah, that'll do me, and have what, you know, they want. And of course, we have talked about the 10 days. And so 2 weeks is the lockdown they're talking about. So that's 10 working days. So I can go with that. So for me, that's the key point. If we lock down 21st, 22nd of December, that's not good. But if we're locked down from the 27th onwards, then I don't think it's good. But I think that tells me that the good guys are using that cover to do what they want to do.
Okay, so that's the essence of what he had to say. And, you know, again, basically laying it out pretty straightforward. If they try to lock us down today, tomorrow, it's bad. And again, he's speaking of England, but I think it applies worldwide. Whereas if they try to lock us down sometime after Christmas, it's because there's ongoing military operations. So it's really, really become increasingly difficult to, you know, figure out what the hell is going on and what to expect. And of course, yesterday, you know, Joe Biden came out with his absolutely ridiculous, ludicrous, insane statement. And it boggles the mind that any president would ever say such a thing, which clearly indicates to me that he's not the president. Here's what the idiot said. For the unvaccinated, this is a statement from the White House. You're looking at a winter of severe illness and death for yourselves, your families, and the hospitals you may soon overrun. Like, what is this guy? You know, what is this guy? The white king of the north, the dark king. I mean, whatever they called him on Game of Thrones, I forget. But it's absolute insanity. And no president has ever said anything like that to the American people about the American people before. And no, we're looking at a very healthy, happy winter that's going to be very bright while we watch more and more of you guys get hopefully taken out and dumped and end up in prison and never to be heard from again. So, I mean, a statement is just, it's beyond insane. You know, you're looking at a winter of severe illness and death for yourselves.
For unvaccinated, we are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for unvaccinated, for themselves, their families, and the hospital they'll soon overwhelm. But there's good news. If you're vaccinated, you have your booster shot, you're protected from severe illness and death.
No, if you have your booster shot and your vaccination, let's face it, we all know the reality. You're more likely to be dead this winter than you are if you don't take anything. Simply take vitamins, take care of yourself, and get some hands on some Ivan. We're going to call it Ivan from now on, so we don't get hit with any more medical misinformation. And you know, they're just the insane lies. The insane lies. It's I can't even comprehend. I can't even comprehend that anybody would ever say such a thing. And the amazing thing is that there's so many brainwashed idiots out there that are just right in lockstep with that. I mean, give me a break. We're going to be fine. You guys are going to be in big, big trouble. And, you know, again, it just flies in the face of reality. But I don't quite know what to make of this stuff. I mean, you have Donald Trump yesterday was on this tour thing that he's doing with Bill O'Reilly. And let me pull it up. I had it here a second ago. And he made some, I thought, completely nutty statements that I really would not expect to hear from President Trump. Let's share those and listen and see what we think about this.
Look, we did something that was historic. We saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. We together, all of us, not me, we got a vaccine done, 3 vaccines done, and tremendous therapeutics like Regeneron and other things that have saved a lot of lives. We got a vaccine done in less than 9 months. It was supposed to take from 5 to 12 years. Because of that vaccine, millions and millions of people, I think this would have been the Spanish flu of 1917, where up to 100 million people died. This was going to ravage the country far beyond what it is right now. Take credit for it. Take credit for it. It's a great, what we've done is historic. Don't let them take it away. Don't take it away from ourselves. You're playing right into their hands when you sort of like, oh, the vaccine. If you don't want to take it, you shouldn't be forced to take it. No mandates, but take credit because we saved tens of millions of lives. Take credit. Don't let them take that away from you.
Okay, so the president made news.
Do you agree with that? Right?
Both the president and I are vaxxed, and did you get the booster?
Yes.
I got it too. Okay, so
Oh, don't. That's always a very tiny group of them.
So, you know, they got booed when they said they took the booster, and it really makes absolutely no sense to me at all that he would be defending the vaccines. I guess he has to defend it because of Operation Warp Speed, but who is telling him to say these things? And why, if you've already had CV, why would you take any vaccines or any boosters? What would you need? What would you need to do that for? And, you know, again, you don't. And had there would have been no Spanish flu. There would have been no 30 million or 100 million people dead if they simply freely distributed Ivan and hydroxychloroquine, HCQ. We would have had no problems. And they got booed by the crowd that was there. So, again, I don't really get this. I think Phil is going to talk about it on his live tonight. Phil G, let's see what Phil thinks. Phil, I'm sure, has a theory. But to me, this just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, it makes no sense. And, you know, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And if it makes no sense, it literally makes no sense. It's really hard to understand what they could possibly be talking about here. Now, the other thing that's going on is you got this situation where Trump is, you know, coming out against the January 6th insurrection committee. And he's basically saying, hey, guess what? I am going to hold a rally or make a speech on January 6th. And then if a guy's planning on making a speech on January 6th, doesn't sound to me like he's going to be in office on January 6th. But he's going to basically say to people, hey, why isn't the Unselect Committee of highly partisan political hacks investigating the cause of the January 6th protest, which was the rigged presidential election of 2020? Does anybody notice that they went to stay as far away as possible from that topic? The numbers don't work for them or even come close. The only thing they can do is not talk about it. Look at what is going on now in Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin, and to a lesser extent, Michigan, where the numbers are horrendously corrupt in Detroit. But the weak Republican rhinos in the Michigan House and Senate don't want to touch the subject. In many ways, a rhino is worse than a radical left Democrat because you don't know where they are coming from and you have no idea how bad they really are for our country. The good news is there are fewer and fewer rhinos left as we elect strong patriots who love America. I will be having a news conference on January 6th at Mar-a-Lago to discuss all of these points and more. Until then, remember, the insurrection took place on November 3rd. It was the completely unarmed protest of that rigged election that took place on January 6th. So he's fighting and defending himself a little bit. But the truth is, guys, this does not sit well with me because this is not a guy that sounds like he's planning on being in office by that time, because if he was, he wouldn't have a problem. Now, Jen put out on her Telegram the suggestion that perhaps what was going on here was that, in fact, this is what she saw. When she saw Trump making an announcement about a new gold standard and things like that, she has a feeling that maybe it's this event that she sees, because it could be that Mar-a-Lago looked like the White House. She said the place looked like the White House. It was a sunny day. That could be Florida. So we shall see, and we'll ask Jen about that tomorrow. So it's pretty really bizarre stuff. I don't really get what's going on here with this, but there are some people that are saying, hey, you know, if you look at what's going on, there is something happening. Again, there's something brewing. Well, let's see what's brewing. There was a post put out by Mr. Poole, and Mr. Poole is on the Telegram channel, and he also has people that do some decode. So this is a guy who decodes Mr. Poole, and he's basically saying 1/22/21 which is a palindrome, or today's a palindrome. I forget. 122. Yeah, 1 2 2 2 2 2 1. Yeah. Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. So he's saying that as he put these things out, that there are other tweets. He put out a tweet of Army guys in their trucks, other Q drops that talk about 9:58 a.m., which is Q drop 9:58, where they say Wednesday they will fall, they will fail. We know all the details. And what he's discerning from all of this weird numerology is that the public military action will start December 22nd. That's tomorrow. That equals 3:43. The end was written at the beginning, 3:43. That is another Q drop. We shall see, guys. We shall see, but that's the implication. So, I really don't know, again, what to make out of that, but there is some interesting stuff happening. And Phil pointed out something on his Telegram. Let me go see if I can dig up the Telegram. Where is he? There he is. Phil's basically saying, is Trump's speech purposeful deception, shameful lying, minimization of the deceit? Take a listen. He thinks that the guy is lying, but this is really interesting. As we go to go over here and take a look at Phil's Telegram, he posted that somebody had sent him a picture of a cash machine at a Tennessee pilot rest stop. And that cash machine, it does not say take your money, collect your bills. It says notes. Now, why is that significant? Well, it could be significant for one reason and one reason alone, because the new currency, the new rainbow currency, is supposed to be called the U.S. note. So then you would be taking notes. And if everybody starts referring to dollars instead of bucks, we call them notes. It could mean something. It could be that there's something about that has to do with the transition to the new financial system. I don't know. I found it interesting, but that's something to watch out for. I'm going to look at all the different bank machines and so forth. And what does it say where the money goes in and the money comes out? Deposit your notes. Does it start saying things like that? That could be an indication of some sort of transition to the new system, the new debt-based, or the new actually profit-based system, because it's going to be a system where you have gold-backed or asset-backed currencies. So, okay, guys, once again, I'd like to remind everybody that this video, well, it's not going to be taken down right away off Mike Bara 3, because Mike Bara 3 is locked out right now, although I can get back into Mike Bara 3. Mike Bara 2, I still can't get into. I just lost my login. But it will stay up there until and unless they ban us. Let's hope they don't. But you can always pick up the show, remember, on mikebara.blogspot.com. You can go directly there, pick up the show. There's the Simon video. There's today's Toxically Masculine Tuesday live streaming right now. Or you can go directly to the Rumble page. And if you go directly to the Rumble page and go to Real News Live, all you do is drop in the channels, go to search, type in Real News Live, and kaboomba, there you go. There's our channel. We still only have 1,202 subscribers. We need more. It says right here, we are live right now. So about 30 minutes after the video live stream is over with, it's going to basically be processed into a video, and it will be there in perpetuity for you to watch the show. If we should ever get taken completely off of YouTube, or if I have to go to Mike Bara 333, something like that, it will be a problem. But keep in mind, the way to find me at all times is mikebara.blogspot.com or directly on the Real News Live Rumble. Also, please do not forget to patronize our wonderful sponsors, the ungovernedtshirtcompany.com. These items make great patriotic Christmas gifts. You can get all kinds of cool stuff. You can get the baseball caps. You can get the Tweedledum shirts. You can get the stickers. You can get the Ungoverned beanie. You can get the Child Lives Matter shirt. You can get the mug, the Ungoverned t-shirt logo mug. I have that. You can get the MAGA stickers, the Fake News Creates Fear t-shirts, the socks, the socks, the patches, the Obama Trader t-shirt, the Dumb as Fuck shirts, and my personal favorites, the long sleeve crew neck sweatshirt and Obamagate tee or MAGA tee, and either black or beige. Either way, they make great Christmas gifts. I know Jenny Moonstone, Jenny Constantine wants one of these. She's not getting one until she forks over some, I don't know. But she's not getting one that easy. Jenny, if you're watching, you're not getting it that easy. True Patriot gear for true patriots. The ungovernedtshirtcompany.com, ungovernedtees.com. Please do not forget to patronize those awesome, wonderful people, mostly because that way they can buy better Christmas presents for little Shay, who is the girl who drew that picture of me right there and sent me that Christmas card. She's a wonderful little girl. All right. So let's go to the chat. That's really all I really wanted to talk about in the news. The rest of it is just, the usual depressing kind of stuff that we don't really want to go into. So Elizabeth Light Tarot is here. Dreamer Ultra. Oski, prayers please for my friend Rhonda. She's in the hospital with the vid. Get her some medicine. Get her the Ivan. Get her the Ivan. Happy solstice, everyone. Well, the darkest day of the year. I don't know if it's a happy day or not. Hi, Karen Kauth is here. Mike, do you have a guest host with you today? No sound. No, I don't have a guest host, and nobody else seems to think there's no sound. So, Ernest is not very optimistic. He will lock it down. Communists are in control. Yes, but will people obey the lockdowns or not? They need to hide the reset and the arrests and the currency reset. That's what I heard. Let's hope that that's what it's for, if that's what the lockdown is. Simon's speculating that if it starts today or tomorrow, it's bad. If it starts after Christmas, it's good. So we'll see. What's going to happen on 1/21/22? Well, it looks like 1/22/22 if you look at that Mr. Poole decrypt there. I think people are getting tested to be able to fly for Christmas. Yeah, well, fuck you. I'm not taking a test. I've never been tested, and I can fly anywhere I want to fly. My brother flew today. He's never been tested. That's what I was telling my friend. Why be tested? They just say take Tylenol and cold medicine. Yep. Winter solstice marks the return of the sun. These jackwagons try to take advantage of the darkness. I agree. Let's not let them do that this year. Also, Paul Martin says we're almost 3 million miles closer to the sun since early July. Why isn't the planet warming even more? The planet is warming just fine in the southern hemisphere because of the axial tilt of the planet. The North America is actually a little farther away from the sun's rays than it is. But I bet it's nice and warm down in the southern hemisphere. Thanks for that awesome shirt. Yeah, my Seattle Dragon shirt. Too bad they didn't last, but it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, it's no coincidence Joe does this announcement on the winter solstice. Probably some type of satanic ritual thing. Exactly. Oh, you were muted. Okay, that explains things, Marcus. Happy Toxically Masculine Tuesday. Have I seen the YouTube with videos of the Mars rovers? No. If there's new ones, I have not seen them, but what the heck. Hi, Victoria. Good morning to you. Had any fun dreams lately? December 21st, 1974. Worst day of my life to that point. The Oakland Raiders ended the Miami Dolphins' reign over the AFC. Broke my heart. Last play of the game, I cried for days. Well, yeah, everything goes in cycles. Suzanne Esch is here. No, if Suzanne had anything good from the, if you got anything good from Simon's latest post, you could always bring you back on. Yeah, FJB, I'm with you on that one. Ice King, for fuck's sake. Is it the Ice King? It wasn't the Ice King. What was he? What was that guy in Game of Thrones? Day 600 and something of 15 days to slow the spread, right? I just don't think people are going to buy this. I just don't think people are going to buy into this crap anymore. My son got COVID. It was similar to a bad cold. He got over it, no problem, right? Got Omicron for his last 9 days. First 2 days were like a bad cold. Last 7. I don't think people can know if you got Omicron. You just got the vid, whatever it is. Why does Trump keep pushing the jab? And again, I don't know. Is he trying to take credit for it, for people to believe it, that it's a good thing? I don't know, but it's just really bad. Hydro, Ivan, vitamin C, D, zinc. C, D, E, and zinc and magnesium. Heard wormwood may be advantageous. Yeah, what is that wormwood thing all about? Like, there's something going on with that. I'm not sure what that refers to. G-Man says Soylent Green is people. Okay. Sarah has some strong opinions about the jabs and boosters. You can take your bullshit jabs and boosters, grease them up, and fuck all the way off. The American people are going strong because we haven't listened to your malarkey. Yeah. Well, yeah, Bill O'Reilly. I mean, again, the complete nobody. He clearly lied when he said he took the booster. Yeah, it did not seem very sincere. But again, why would you say I'm taking my vaccines and I'm taking the boosters and encourage other people to do so when you know it's so toxic? I don't get that. I just don't get it. But Trump says he took the vaccine, so, you know, don't think I believe it. Yeah, I mean, I think these things are, Tommy, I think that's probably significant also. We'll ask Jen about that one tomorrow. Did he really take the Z booster? Phil thought he was lying on the video. Yep. Well, we'll see. You know, Phil doesn't know any more about it than we do on this anyway. Erica Tomat is here. Hi, Erica. How are you today? Yeah, fix 2020. That's the only choice we have going forward. Whitmer held a news conference this morning. We in Michigan are expected to deal with 4 to 6 more weeks of COVID surge. Yeah, surge. 4 to 6 more weeks of bad colds in the wintertime. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. So terrible. This may be a distinction that makes no difference, Rick. The election was not rigged. It was fixed. There's a difference. A rig doesn't guarantee results. A fix does. That is true. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little odd. It's a little odd to see this. It's not the behavior of somebody who is well connected and knows he's coming back. So yeah, there is some reason to say that too, unless there's a secret military running things. But yeah. There's a depopulation event in full swing. Okay. They're not doing a very good job because the population of the earth keeps increasing. You know, I always hear this crap about depopulation stuff, and it's just like the population keeps increasing. So they're doing a really shitty job of depopulating the planet. So, by the way, I watched that show last night. I watched a little bit of the show, UFO Witness. Anybody else see this show, UFO Witness, with Ben Hansen? God, it's terrible. Jesus, just like lifeless. I mean, Ben, if you hook Ben's personality up to one of those EKG machines, it would be a straight line. I mean, literally just like, wow. Flynn filed a restraining order against Pelosi. Well, that's pretty funny. Let's hope that seems to be working. Mike's new computer seems better. Yeah, it is working better. It's a laptop. I can't show it to you. It's sitting right here, but it's been awesome. So, and it plays Doom Eternal really fast. Susie Q22 just started her Ivan yesterday. Came home from Silverdale Mall with a head cold, hoping to avoid a sinus infection. Thank you for getting us this connection. Thank Dr. Brooks. Dr. Brooks did a wonderful job. So, winter solstice is the saddest day of the year, especially in Seattle. Probably if we play the Rams today and get boat raced again. Mike Henry says Jenny is very, very lovely. Yes, she is. She's sweet, also very sweet and very smart. So, yeah, it was snowing in Egypt. So much for global warming. Yeah. Mike, whatever became of the moon hut? Is that little thing that somebody saw on the edge of a photo somewhere? There's a question of whether it's actually on the ground or whether it's just part of these other structures above the surface, just like pin joint or something. Mike, what are your thoughts on Patrick Byrne? Well, I think Byrne, this is the Overstock.com guy. I think he's a patriot. You know, I think he's working for people. So, thought it was Topless Tuesday. Dave is putting his shirt back on. Well, ladies, you know, if you want to do that, I'll bring you in the stream. It's 43, supposed to be 70 on Christmas Day. Here, says James. Where is here is the question. I have a neighbor with pneumonia and the vid is intubated, coma, not looking for, well, yeah, once you're intubated, you may as well. That's pretty much dead. You know, that's terrible. Why even take the jab when you've had the Wu flu already? Perfectly valid point. Trump is immune, so why would he do that? Phil's live tonight is called the transition. Oh, so he's going to use like the U.S. notes. I mean, look, it's not supposed to say notes on that machine. It's not supposed to say that because nobody refers to them as promissory notes or Federal Reserve notes. That is an indication of some new terminology being used. So, wormwood is used in chartreuse liquor as a psychedelic. If enough is consumed, you will see green fairies. Ooh. HC and Ivan are listed as vax with the CDC. Okay, Baba 2, I've heard this before. If you can prove that, if you can send me a link, let me know. Because if that's the case, then that changes the entire context of what Donald Trump is talking about. So, isn't the NFL enough proof that the vax doesn't? Yeah, that's why the Seahawks are playing on Tuesdays, because of this COVID BS. Yeah, wormwood is in the Old Testament pertaining to Armageddon. Also, in case you didn't know this, the Russian word for wormwood, the Russian name for wormwood is Chernobyl. Chernobyl, wormwood, Armageddon, the end of everything. How's that? I had that confirmed by a Russian once. Wormwood is artemisinin. It's used as an anti-malaria drug like HCQ. Okay, there we go. There's the context of what we're talking about. Yeah, Buck doesn't believe anything Whitmer says. Yeah, Gretchen Whitmer, I wouldn't believe anything she says either. Our governor in Minnesota has COVID. I lived in Minnesota when Jesse Ventura was the governor. That was a fuck bomb. Guy's a clown. Fucking clown. My favorite thing was this episode. Remember Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura? It's like, well, you know, we got to find this Andrew Basiago guy. We got to find him. I'm like, he's got a Facebook page right here, Jesse. It says where he lives and everything. Just send him a note through his Facebook page. It's right there. Some of these reality shows are so stupid. I don't think UFO Witness is a bad show. I just think Ben Hansen is a really bad host. Just not very good at it. It's like so boring. Ben is not a leader on a show. He's like a team member, you know. Ben needs to be a team member of somebody dynamic who has a personality, because that would be really good. I mean, it could be a good show. Could actually be a good show, and it's a show that's needed. But they had sweet Laura Eisenhower on in the episode I watched a little bit of last night. She's so sweet. We love Laura. We love Laura. Juan Rodriguez. Mike, I received my Ivan and ordered hydroxychloro yesterday. Thanks. Yeah. The HCQ took a little longer. So wormwood is also an herbal parasite remedy. Okay, so it could definitely be effective for the Wu flu. Yep, absolutely. Boy, we're really going to get hit with the medical thing today, aren't we? Jesse is living the good life in a free country, East Cape and Baja California, sir. He's probably in the water right now. Well, that's where he needs to be, not in any position of authority. Okay, guys, so short show today. That's pretty much what I have for you. I just think there's these things we're continuing to watch. Let's watch the Mr. Poole post where he claims action is going to start taking place tomorrow. See, that's weird, because if military action does start tomorrow and we get the lockdown tomorrow because of the military action, then what Simon was speculating about, the 21st, 22nd lockdown being a bad guy's lockdown, would be flip-flop, because that would be a good guys lockdown, and then the 27th, 28th would definitely be a good guys lockdown. So, and then 10 days would take us to the end of the year, which would then put us on Jen's January 2nd/3rd announcement of Nacera, because we had to have a new government by then after 10 days of darkness. And he also talked about it could be 10 working days, business days. So I don't know. It's pretty weird stuff. It's very interesting. Let's do some top 5. Absinthe has wormwood. Even if it doesn't cure you, do you care? I don't know. I've never had absinthe. I understand it's pretty strong stuff. Tuggy, I'm sorry, I have to go. Nothing else to talk about today. Again, guys, if there is breaking news, I will be back and talk about it. There is one other thing. The Ghislaine Maxwell trial has gone to the jury. The jury has come back with some questions for the judge. This is going to be a really, really big deal to tell us who is in charge. If she gets convicted, I think it means the white hats are in charge. If she gets acquitted, I think it means the black hats are in charge. But I don't know, because they could kill her in jail really quick too. So, I mean, it's bizarre. We'll have to ask Jen all about that tomorrow, but it is with the jury. And again, interestingly, nothing came out. A lot of big names did not come out. There was a lot of news out of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Maybe now, if there's a verdict, we will get some information. We will get some stuff. But that's been kind of a disappointment and not really the boom that we hoped it would be. So, all right, everybody. If convicted, does she talk to get her a lighter sentence? Well, that's possible. EBS could mean electronic banking system. Ooh. Amy, I didn't think about that. There is a new electronic banking system for sure. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it. Enjoy the shortest, darkest day of the year. And remember that tomorrow when you wake up, it's a longer day. There's more light tomorrow than there is today. That would make perfect sense why the good guys would strike on the 22nd. So keep that in mind, and keep that in mind from every day forward. We go more and more into the light. Let's make it count this time. Let's not have the bullshit that we went through last year happen again this year. Let's get it all done. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow with Jen on Tell the Truth Wednesday at the same time and channel. Don't forget, go to mikebara.blogspot.com or the Rumble channel. Sign up for a Rumble account to watch the videos. Have a great Tuesday. Go Hawks. Go Dragons.